Hi girlies, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a quick video about what I put inside my Birkin bag and also a review on the insert that I use because a couple of you guys have requested that I do a video like this. So I'm going to show you what I put inside my Birkin bag on a day-to-day basis, as well as give you my honest opinion and review on this lovely 7RP insert that I did end up choosing to put inside my Birkin. Okay, let's get started, but before we do, hi, I'm Somidoshoppers. I make videos once or twice a week on luxury and fashion. I actually just started my collection back in 2021, so if you're also starting out your luxury collection, I would love it if you subscribe so you can build our collections together. Okay, so I'm actually going to start with a review on just the insert itself, and then I'm going to show you one by one what I put inside my bag and kind of fit it inside the insert, and then at the very end, we'll kind of put everything inside my lovely, lovely Birkin. So this one is the 7RP insert for the Birkin 30. For quite some time, I was pretty unsure about what insert I actually wanted to get for my Birkin. There's quite a large range of prices and quality to choose from. Of course, there's 7RP. A lot of people also seem to like Samorga. There's also kind of on the cheaper end Zumoni inserts, and so I was a little hesitant at first to get the 7RP insert because of course it is by far the highest price point insert that you can get for a bag, but I ended up watching a lot of YouTube videos of reviews on a lot of different inserts, and time again people were saying that the 7RP insert, although expensive, is definitely the highest quality insert. And so to me, it doesn't really make sense that I'm willing to spend so much on a bag and then not be willing to spend a lot of money on the insert, because Birkin bags, Kelly bags, whatever, Hermes bags, they don't spall the inside of the bag, so it's up to you as the owner of the bag to protect the inside of the bag. So to me personally, it was a good investment to get a really high quality insert that's going to protect the inside of my bag so that I never have to worry about the inside being damaged and kind of being regretful that the inside of the bag can't be spawed. So to do a little bit of review on the insert itself, so it's made out of this really plush kind of cushiony suede-y material fabric. I'll put on the screen exactly what they say it's made out of, but you can see that it holds its structure really well. I can kind of squish it on both sides and it kind of just like pops back into shape. You can also see that the structure and the shape of the insert was really well thought out. I felt like a lot of other inserts, they were just a simple rectangle, like the bottom of the rectangle and the top of the rectangle were the same width. But you can see here for the 7RP inserts that the bottom of the insert is actually wider than the top of the insert, and that makes sense, right? Because you're supposed to be able to close your Birkin bag, so obviously the top of the bag is going to be more narrow than the bottom of the bag. And there's just like those kind of thoughtful details all throughout the bag. Inside, you can see that it's got a really nice padding on the bottom so that anything you put in shouldn't be able to dent the interior of the bag. And that also has so many compartments here to slip in things like lipsticks, mirrors, wallets, cards, keys, whatever. I've been using this insert for about 2.5 months and I honestly have no complaints, and while I'm not completely sure that it's worth $500, I think 7RP has really positioned themselves in the market to be known as like the best quality inserts, and so I'm more than happy with my purchase. Okay, but let's get to what is inside my bag. So I'm gonna start with the probably largest thing that usually takes up the most space in my bag, and it is a lot of things in this little Lululemon pouch. I really like this pouch because it's got a lot of padding and cushioning on the pouch, and it's really like flexible, so you can stuff it like kind of more vertically so it's a little bit skinnier like this, or you can kind of stuff it more horizontally and it gets flatter like this. So since it has a lot of padding, I have no worry that it's going to damage at all the interior of the insert. So I really love using this. I have several makeup bags, but I always gravitate towards this one because it's just like so poofy, so fun, and it really protects the inside of my bag. So inside here there is a ton of stuff. This really holds a lot, so I'm just going to go through. I think it's all the essentials that any girl kind of carries in their bag. But to start with, I definitely always carry band-aids. So my feet kind of always get scuffed up by shoes these days, whether it's designer shoes or like the Hermes Oran sandals. You need to have band-aids because your feet are inevitably going to get blisters somewhere or another. So I always have band-aids just in case. I also have the essentials every girl needs, tampons, pads in here. Next is a little bottle of Advil. These days, I feel like I've been getting headaches more often, so one of my friends was kind enough to gift one of these to me, and it's so cute. It's got little tiny pills in it, and I always carry it around with me. Don't really know why I've been getting headaches. I think I just haven't been getting enough sleep these days. And then also, something that I always carry around are these disposable eye drops. So the ones that don't have any preservatives in them and they're kind of like one-time use. Ever since I got LASIK done, my eyes have definitely been more dry. I kind of wake up with drier eyes, and throughout the day I do feel like my eyes are a little bit more dry, so I always have these non-preservative eye drops with me. And then the remaining things are a little bit kind of makeup based, I would say, just on the go touch up things. So first up is my Christian Dior compact here. This one is really nice. It has its mirror and it also has a little cushion puff. These cushion puffs are sold exclusively in Asia. It's really unfortunate because I think these are the perfect grab and go makeup item. So whenever I'm in Asia, I always make sure to grab some refills, or they always come out with cute cases, so I'm always grabbing those. Next up is something along the same lines, but it is a dual-ended concealer. It's by a Korean company called The Sam. And this one is really nice because it has a dual-ended concealer. So one part is kind of like this stick concealer and the other part is a liquid concealer, like you can see here. And so this is perfect for touch-ups because usually I'll just grab the stick concealer. If I find that any part of my foundation or concealer has kind of rubbed off, you can kind of just draw lines on your face and it really blends in super seamlessly. So this is a must-have when I'm going out. And then next up is something that's also really popular in Korea right now, and it is from the brand called Call, and I believe it's called the Aqua Bomb. And so this one is a really high SPF stick, so it's SPF 50 PA quadruple plus. I don't really know what quadruple plus means, but this balm is something that you can use over your makeup, and it's supposed to kind of act like a moisturizing sunscreen over your makeup. So anytime that your makeup is kind of getting oxidized or you feel like there's any kind of dry patch on your skin, you can actually just rub this over your makeup and it's supposed to kind of hydrate that area. And then also it's great for touching up your SPF on your face as you're going about your day. So this one, again, sunscreen is super important. This is a must-have for me. And then there is just a couple more things in here. This one is a Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede Cologne or perfume, whichever way you want to call it. I love this scent. It's so light, so fresh. And I do find that the spritzers of the Jo Malone really kind of like dissipate the fragrance really well. So this is the perfect tiny little travel size that I like to take with me in case I just want to touch up my fragrance. And then I do have a brush. It's really windy in SF these days, so I do like to have a brush with me just to kind of like get out any tangles and knots that inevitably come into my hair as I'm walking around. I also have this sample of Diptyque hand sanitizer because, you know, still want to be safe around during COVID times. And then the last thing in here is my little nail file from Chanel. This was during their last big like color codes launch or something like that. I will say that I feel like I was kind of gaslit into getting one of these. I already have several of the Chanel compact mirrors, one of which I'll be showing you really soon, but when they came out with all those colors, I actually got on the website fast enough to be able to purchase any color that I wanted. But then I was like, you know, am I really gonna need a nail file? And I already have the mirrors, like I don't really need that. And so I didn't actually get anything at the time that I was on the website, but then so many people were like, oh my god, I love it, it's so cute, it's the perfect gift. And so I was like, oh, like, did I miss out? And so I went back on the website. Everything was pretty much sold out except for this color, so I did end up just getting this nail file here because honestly there are several times where I have cracked my nail or I do feel like I need a nail file, and this one does come with a little handy case so it's not going to rub up against anything and scratch anything. So I did end up just grabbing this, and that's the only thing I got from that like color codes collection. And those are all the essentials that fit inside this little Lululemon bag. I'm going to show you. It just fits perfectly inside my 7RP insert, and there's still quite a bit of space back here to put anything extra, and we still do have this large space here that's going to be filled up very soon. But the next couple things that I will show you are just, again, more essentials that I always carry with me. These ones are just some wet wipes and also some makeup wipe removers. So these ones I got from Korea. So I find that in Korea it's very easy to get these kind of wet wipes, which are simply like tissues with just water on them. There's no chemicals, there's no additives, it's literally just like water on tissues. In America, I feel like if you try to get wet wipes, it's either like a Lysol wipe or like a sanitizing wipe, or even baby wipes have like scents, they have like other things like softening liquids inside them. So I don't like to get anything like that from America, but these ones are so useful because you know there's no chemicals, you know there's no scents. So in extreme emergencies, either if I spill something on my bag or I spill something on myself, I have these on hand just in case. And then additionally, I also like to keep these makeup wipe removers as well. These ones are from The Face Shop. These ones ones you can buy in America. These ones are the tiny ones because they're for lip and eye, but I just use them for whatever because sometimes you can accidentally brush your clothing along your face and you get makeup on it. Water and soap is not going to get that out in emergencies, so I do carry these because I do find if I just like rub the area with something that actually is designed to remove makeup, it does come out. So these are also for just in case. And so those I kind of just slotted right here next to my Lululemon pouch. And then next I do have this external battery that is made from Apple. This is the one that you can connect to your phone just via the MagSafe on the back, and I have popped on an extra case on this just to protect it. This is not going to get you to a full charge, but it is just great in quick situations, and it's really nice because since you can just pop it onto the back of your phone, you don't have any cords or wires to worry about. You can just kind of carry on using your phone as you normally would. Super easy if I'm also kind of on the go filming to just pop this on just in case I don't have enough battery to last me throughout the day. So I do love that it's super sleek and super compact, and so it fits into my bags really nicely, even my mini bags. So this one I'm actually going to slot into one of the compartments in my 7RP insert, so I just slotted it into this compartment and it fits really snugly. Next up are things that I reach for pretty frequently inside my bag, and that's why they're not kind of in the pouch and they're just sitting inside my bag. First up is my Chanel compact mirror. This one is just the regular one that is black. Super nice. It just has the double mirror in here and also has this nice little velvet case. I do find that the case picks up a lot of lint, and I find myself kind of lint rolling this often, but it is still nice to have it protected so it doesn't get any scratches. And then next is my hand cream. This one is the ever popular kind of recently released one from Christian Dior. I ended up going with this one over like the Chanel one that's also very popular because it does have a thinner side profile. It's super sleek, so I can even fit this into like my wallet on chain because it's so thin. It is kind of like a weird circle shape, I would say, but I do really like that it's so thin because it can fit into tons and tons of bags. And it smells super nice. It's super hydrating on the hands, so if you are looking for a nice gift for the holidays or even just something for yourself, I would highly recommend this hand cream. These two I've just popped on the side here. I will organize these as more things go into the insert. But next up is my adorable Bastia that I got pretty recently. This one is in mauve pale in the Evercolor leather, and I actually really enjoy that I got it in the Evercolor leather because I do use this to hold my AirPods. So this is just my AirPods case now at the moment. I used to have a silicone case for this, but I felt that the silicone gets really dirty really quickly. It picks up a lot of lint, so I'm really happy that I was able to get my little Bastia because I had seen people previously use it for an AirPods case, and it does fit super perfectly. And like I said, I was glad that I actually ended up getting this in the Evercolor leather because Evercolor is a little bit of a softer leather than Epsom, so it does kind of form around the AirPods with a little bit more flexibility, so I really love it. It's super cute as you can see. And the mauve pale, ugh, it's just a color to die for. And then next, because I perpetually have allergies, they're not seasonal because I have them in all 4 seasons, so I really don't know what's going on, but I always have the sniffles, so a tiny little on-the-go pack of tissues is a must for me. This one just pops super nicely in here, and right now this is kind of what it looks like at the moment. So I have my Bastia and my lotion here, my tissues here, and I actually have popped in my mirror into one of the side compartments here, so it's just a little bit easier to get. And then we are nearing the end here. I just have currently what I'm using right now for my keys and my wallet. So I do use my LV coin pouch very frequently for my keys because I hate having sharp edges exposed anywhere in a luxury bag. So I do keep my keys, my car fob, my apartment fob, and also my house keys do fit in here really nicely. And then currently what I'm using for my wallet, I only ever carry cards. I never carry cash, so I usually just always have a card holder on me. I'd never use long wallets. I never use kind of like things that can carry cash or coins really. So this one is perfect for me. It just carries all my cards in here. So I'm gonna pop that in. And so this is what the current situation is looking like. It is stuffed, but honestly, this insert and the Birkin 30 holds so much. It is so nice. So I put my card holder here and my keys are just right here. And then the 2 last things are just my lip. Currently, I usually like to carry this little Chanel one. This one is the Rouge Coco Flush 82 Live. I find that because these ones are a little bit on the smaller side, they're a little bit easier to just pop into a bag. And then lastly, I always have an AirTag inside my bags. There have been times where I've kind of like accidentally started walking away from my bag or I've left it at a restaurant. I hate to admit it because it's really irresponsible, but ever since that's happened, I always have an AirTag in my bag. And so this is the final state. I've just popped in my lipstick here and my AirTag has gone into one of the little slots right here as well. And so you can see that This insert fits so much. The organization features are super useful. You can see here they have little sides for lipstick. I also put hair ties in these side compartments as well. And there is just so much that you can fit in here. And again, I also really highly recommend this Lululemon pouch because it's so flexible and fluffy and poofy. Even though it looks like it takes up a lot of space, if you slot things in next to it, it will easily kind of just like move aside and make space for it. So this is the current state of my 7RP insert. Now let's put her inside the Birkin. Here is my lovely Birkin 30 in gold Tego leather with gold hardware. You can see she is completely empty as of right now, so let's just pop in our insert here. Super easy and it fits super snugly. So I have popped my insert in here. You can see that it fits really flush against the sides of the bag, but on the exterior of the bag you can see that there's absolutely no kind of pushing on the outside from the insert here. And so let me just kind of shorten up the sangles really quick so you can see her in her beauty. And here she is. You can honestly not tell how much this bag is carrying right now. She is looking like she could be carrying a tiny little snack, and that is it. So I hope you enjoyed watching what I put inside my Birkin as well as my 7RP insert review. Honestly, the Birkin 30 is such a great size. It's so nice going from having majority mini bags to getting this Birkin 30 because it fits just so much. Before I could only fit my keys, cards, my lipstick, and maybe something else inside of a bag, and now I carry my life inside this bag, so it's super, super nice. But if you guys have any questions or comments down below about what I put inside my bag or about the insert itself, please just leave them down in the comments. I'm super happy to read and answer all of those comments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye!